Hey everyone, I hope you're doing alright. That we finally have the 1/10 scale Baja Rey with the scale forward Raptor body in the studio today. This is probably going to be one of my favorite RCs for 2019 for sure. This does come in two liveries. It comes in this King Shock version, and there's also a Black Rhino edition, which I have pictured right here. And you can pick this up on most major RC retailers for about $429.99. Also, if you order through Tower Hobbies, if they do have any in stock, you can do the easy pay option where you can pay in 3 easy payments. Let's go ahead and see what's in the box. So we'll just take it out from this side, and we'll let it drop out and see what we get. Boy, that thing is packed tightly in there. All right, and first off, you get your truck. I gotta say, it looked good in the videos, the promotion videos, but oh my goodness, this looks so much better in person. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about this truck as we take everything out. So of course, here's your truck, and it's held on with 4 zip ties. I'll take that off for right now. There are a couple versions of the Baja Rey. It's been out for some time, but I guess maybe they just didn't have enough traction with the unlicensed bodies, and maybe that's why they went with the Ford route. Or it could be that because Horizon has taken over Hobbyco, they now have the licensing for Ford that was picked up with that merger. You get your manual here, you get 4 batteries for your transmitter, looks like a bind plug, some spare pinions, and I'm not entirely sure what that is. Looks like some kind of tool, probably to replace these gears. So this is a Spectrum DX2E. Probably not the best radio on the market, but it's definitely going to do its job. I personally don't like these just because they have this clunky plastic wheel. There's definitely better radios out there, but this will definitely get you going. And that's all that comes in there. Let's take a closer look at the truck. We have the 1/10 Losi Baja Rey King Edition off-road shocks. There's comes in 2 liveries, and this one, and also the Black Rhino. There's a lot of new features in this, like an injection molded front grille, and it looks like an air scoop on the top. You get your functional 5th wheel with this. You get your scale drivers. You get front and rear light bars, which is really cool. You get these really nice bead locks, scale rotors with the calipers. Losi has gone all out with this version. They're giving you the nice body, they're giving you a licensed body at that. They give you a lot of nice options with this right out of the box. You will need a charger and LiPo to make this RTR. This only comes with batteries for your transmitter, so if you are planning to run this, just keep that in mind. You will need the charger and a battery to run this. And this is meant for LiPo 2 and 3S. So one of the cool things with this, as with the other Losi Baja Reys, is it's a modular design. So you can remove body panels, so you can remove this back piece, you can remove the center, and you can remove the front. It does take about, it's a total of 22 screws to take all of them off. So the front comes off as one piece, the center comes off as one, and then there's 2 flares, one on each side of the rear. And then as you can see, here's the body removed. You have your scale figures, which are molded in nice and perfect. They don't move because they are actually attached to the cage itself. It is an all plastic cage. Now here's where the differences are. The original Baja Rey, this is your cage. Your add-on for this kit in particular is this roof rack, which accommodates both the front and rear LED bars, which do come with your vehicle. So that's pretty nice of them to do. Usually you'd have to buy these separate, and you know, since they're licensed through Losi or whatever, they'd probably be like 30 or 40 bucks for each light bar. So that's really cool of Losi to do that. Now one thing I am noticing that's kind of annoying, if you're out in the field, in order to get the screws off, I mean the screws come off, but these are just kind of just placed on here. So keep that in mind if you ever have to maintenance this in the field, to remove these, because most likely you're going to lose these fairly quickly, as you know, you lose the body clips so easily. Well, the second edition from the original cage is this. So this accommodates that 4 Raptor body. The original body would have just sat on top of the original cage here. So they have modified it a little bit. So if you are thinking about buying the clear bodies, just keep that in mind. They do sell the kit, but you will need both the front and the top rack to accommodate that body. And what you do get in here is the Dynamite electronics. It's a brushless 3800 kV system, and you can run 2 or 3S on it. Honestly, 2S, you're going to get a lot of speed out of it. 3S is just going to be nuts and bananas. You're going to be breaking things left and right for sure. Just given the fact that it's made for off-road, high bouncing, so you are going to flip this a couple of times. It was nice of them to include also, I see it comes with the sway bar kit for both the front and the rear. So that's pretty nice. Although it is plastic, again, these are all little extras that they don't really have to include, but they do. You get your 5th spare wheel here, which is functional. You can remove it if you'd like. And right under that is a fuel cell, a scale fuel cell for it. So that's pretty cool. If you feel like it's too bouncy, you can accommodate weight into here, and that kind of helps balance things out. And also one thing to mention is you do get these springs, and they are the Keen Color shocks. And you also get aluminum shock caps, so that's pretty cool too. These will only come on this version, as well as the blue bead locks. The Black Rhino edition has a different one. And I gotta say, for this being glued at a factory, that's probably about the neatest gluing I've ever seen on a tire. That's nuts. That is crazy. And honestly, here's the main reason why people want to buy this is the suspension travel. You get a lot of suspension travel in the rear as well as the front. It's all independent shocks, but with a solid rear axle. But that 4-link in the back is what really gives you that droop and that springiness. Look at that. Like that's pretty nice. Like that's really gonna handle well on some rough terrain. And the tires feel good too. They're very nice tires. They feel very sticky. This will definitely do very well in loose dirt and hard packed dirt. I'm not sure about if you're going to use this for racing or like clay and stuff. I don't think it's really going to help a whole lot. So again, here's another scale bit that Losi has included for you, a faux rotor with caliper. Now this is going to rotate on its own, and this is static, so it is attached to the arm assembly here. One thing that I did find kind of interesting was the stub axles actually, or not the stub, but the actual axle itself, they're pretty thick. This is an 8mm, and usually standard is 7, so they've actually beefed up the front a little bit from, I think, from the previous version. I'm not 100% sure, if somebody could correct me, but usually that's a 7mm that goes here, and I had to use an 8, so just something to keep in mind. If you've never owned one of these Losis before, it could be a little intimidating, but honestly, it's very easy to work on these. You don't really have to remove the body for almost any reason unless you want to. They've made everything accessible from the bottom. So if you take this plate off, you have access to your pinion, your spur, and your motor. And your motor can actually come out because of the new design that Losi has, where it's attached all in one piece and it can come out. And in addition to that, your battery actually goes down here, which has a little door that opens up and you can put your battery in there. And your connector is built in. So your battery will go in here, you close your door. That's an EC3 connector, which kind of sucks because I don't really use this type of connector, so I would have to replace that if I want to run most of my batteries, or I can buy an adapter, but that's what comes standard with this. Well, I think Losi absolutely hit it out of the park with this vehicle. I actually want both versions because they just look so very different that, you know, it's the same platform, but you just get totally different looks. And it's really fun, you know, if you have someone to drive with you, you can race, and you can tell which truck is which. So I think Losi absolutely hit it out of the park. They did really nice. They paid attention to the details, and they also giving you stuff that they haven't given you in the past. So it's really drawing a new crowd to this vehicle and this platform. The off-road scale trophy trucks looks like it's going to be one that's going to be around for a while, with the Traxxas introducing the UDR, and now Losi has the Baja Rey and the Super Baja Rey, so that's really cool. I don't know if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, but I love these trophy trucks. I really have a bunch of them, and I have a blast of all of them. They're just really cool, and I like the platform. Well, that's going to do it for this unboxing. First impressions, I think it's absolutely amazing. Great deal. Like I said, if you go to Tower Hobbies, if they have them in stock, you can do an easy pay option. So that makes it even easier to get these. So that's really awesome. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them down below. Don't forget to leave that like, subscribe, hit notifications, and we will see you on the next video. Hopefully we'll get a running video up pretty soon with this truck. Thanks for watching Flash Hobbies.